Hey everyone! So we are here in beautiful Providence and historical Providence, where we're going to do a self-guided walking tour for a couple of hours, and I'm starting in Roger Williams National Memorial Park. So let's go take a look. This national park commemorates the life of Roger Williams. After being banished from Massachusetts for his beliefs, he founded Providence on this site in 1636 and became a champion of religious freedom. As you can see, there's plenty of street parking here, and it's very affordable as well. A great starting point for our tour, since our next stop is right across the street, the Cathedral of St. John. The building we see now was built in 1810, but the original church was built here all the way back in 1722 and was known then as King's Church. These glorious cemetery grounds were frequented by both Edgar Allan Poe and H.P. Lovecraft. Next, we'll make our way up Church Street so we can continue along Benefit Street, where we'll pass many historic colonial-style homes and catch glimpses of the State House. Our next stop is the Stephen Harris John Money House. Built in 1764, it was one of the first houses built along Benefit Street. But this house's claim to fame is serving as the setting for H.P. Lovecraft's story, The Shunned House. Next up is Rhode Island's Old State House. And it's here in May of 1776 that the General Assembly declared its independence and renounced its allegiance to the British Crown.
In this house is the Shakespeare's Head, built by Benjamin Franklin's apprentice, John Carter. This building is also mentioned in Lovecraft's story, The Case of Charles Dexter Ward, and it's now the home to the Providence Preservation Society.
The old brick schoolhouse served as the first school building for Brown University when it moved to Providence in 1770, and was one of the first public schools to be open to African American children. The Fleur-de-Lis studio is home of the Providence Art Club and is featured in Lovecraft's signature story, The Call of Cthulhu. This towering steeple is home to the oldest Baptist church congregation in the country, founded by Roger Williams in 1638. In 1848, Edgar Allan Poe suffered a breakup here in this library, and it holds a copy of one of his signed poems. These ornate gates to Brown University are only open twice a year. Although he never attended Brown, an undated photo captures Lovecraft sitting at the gates. Our next stop was Lovecraft's final home until his death in 1937. And he used it in one of his last stories, The Haunter of the Dark. The dome of this church is one of the highest points in Providence and has been historically used as a warning beacon. This small park was one of Lovecraft's favorite haunts and is the third and final resting place of Rhode Island founder Roger Williams. After a morning packed full of walking up the hills in the College Hill district, I've worked up quite an appetite, so it's time to go grab some lunch. We're heading over to Dune Brothers, a highly rated local gym serving up fresh and fried seafood treats from local fishermen. And when in New England, lobster rolls are a must, so that's what I'm having today, and it is fantastic.
Oh, baby.
After lunch, I headed over to gorgeous Providence City Hall, a great example of Second Empire Baroque architecture. And be sure not to miss the Superman building right next door.
Formerly known as the Industrial National Bank Building, the locals call it the Superman Building because it resembles the Daily Planet. Now I'll make my way over to this capital city's beautiful State House. It's a lovely walk with many points of interest to peruse, such as Market Square or the art installation known as Waterfire. As you make your way to the State House, you'll cross numerous quaint bridges and meander along the banks of an American heritage river known as the Woonasquatucket River. We finally arrive at the last stop on our walking tour, the majestic Rhode Island State House. The State House is constructed of gleaming white Georgian marble. The magnificent dome just happens to be the fourth largest self-supported marble dome in the world. And atop this glorious feat of engineering stands a gold-covered bronze statue known as the Independent Man. A tour of Providence wouldn't be complete without a stop at historical Swan Point Cemetery. Located about 3 miles north of the downtown area, this 200-acre gem is one of America's first garden cemeteries. It's a hidden oasis filled with a historical who's who of Rhode Island politics and prominent citizens, with one very infamous interment. By far, Swan Point's most visited gravesite is that of the father of the cosmic horror genre, H.P. Lovecraft.